Before the season even kicks off, soccer fans are already making predictions. Who wins the league? Who qualifies for Europe? And who's lifting the trophy at season's end? On Kalshi, America's #1 prediction market platform, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code CUP26 to get $10 when you trade 10. KALSHI, Kalshi. Trade the beautiful game. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory.
This episode is brought to you by Google Chrome. You think you know a browser, but Gemini and Chrome? That's new. It can help you with practically anything on the web, like restoring a vintage motorcycle from a 50-page restoration blog, or finally break down that long article you've had open for weeks. Gemini and Chrome is here for it. Ready to make anything online make sense? There's no place like Chrome. Check responses, setup required, compatibility and availability varies, 18 plus.
This episode is brought to you by PayPal. You had plans for the last days of summer. And back-to-school shopping has its own plans. School supplies, dorm essentials, your list doesn't stop. Neither does the spending. But when you pay in full with PayPal, you can pay over time. No interest, no fees. Check out with PayPal and get back to summer. Subject to approval. Learn more at paypal.com/payinfor. PayPal Inc. NMLS 910457.
Rain again, and he's got it!
Gavin was closing in. Oh, Gavin has scored!
Abdul Osman against Brad Jones to put Liverpool out of the cup, and Northampton 3!
Hello and welcome to It's All Cobblers to Me. I'm Danny, being the supply teacher today with Charles away. Jeffy is here, Neil is here. We're going to have a party. How are you guys?
Well, wonderful, thank you. How are you?
Good. Did you ever have a favourite supply teacher, Jeffy? Or are you the favourite supply teacher of everybody, I would assume?
I don't know is the honest answer to that. Did I have a favourite? I had a favourite teacher who then became my boss, which is a really strange scenario. But yeah, I had a favourite teacher. I had a great teacher when I was at school. It's called Mr. Walker. He was amazing.
God, was it Ian Walker?
Was it Murray?
Murray Walker, imagine.
Walker.
Away they go! Go! He would have just shouted all the time.
Neil, I'm guessing that you were the troublemaker that made life hell for the supply teachers.
100%.
You take that right back. I'll have you know I was a prefect at school.
Were you actually?
Yeah, I was a very good boy.
Were you? That really surprises me.
Did you have prefects? Did you?
Yeah, I'm prefects. I had little special bands on my blazer to show I was a prefect. I was a good boy, Daniel.
You're a good boy, were you?
I cannot believe
apologies for making that assumption.
Unbelievable. I don't know why you'd assume that. I don't know where you come from with that.
That is incredible.
Oh dear. For more of this nonsense, sign up to our Patreon. It's what was I going to say? It's the pod. I've lost it already. Let's just do a quiz.
We're currently scrunching up paper and throwing it at Danny.
Right, everyone sit down. Let's do a quiz. Join our Patreon for less than the cost of a pint at the match. Well, debatable. Patreon gives you all the episodes without any ads, so none of that nonsense. Extra episodes, extra access to our fabulous community of Cobblers fans. You can get all that and more for just £5 a month and support the making of It's All Cobblers to Me. Patreon.com/Cobblers to Me to get signed up to that and join us in that beautiful land of Patreon. Neil, the Cobblers still cannot score a goal.
No.
Which is a slight problem when you're playing football and you need goals to get points.
It is the aim of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it is. How long do we leave it before we start to become concerned?
Oh, I feel like you're in camp concerned already.
No.
Bit.
I
I
was edging towards camp concern after Saturday's result.
You've at least packed your backpack for camp concern.
Look, I've put the tent in the car.
Yeah.
I've got the barbecue ready, but I haven't left the house.
Barbecue?
You got a little barbecue. I'm going
Little disposable.
Gas stove. Yeah, no, a gas stove.
Oh, gas stove, yeah.
Can't be having
not that.
disposable ones. Not allowed
Yeah,
those.
you can't be doing that right now either. Anyway, can
No.
you?
No, not with the tinder box as it is at the minute.
No.
Yeah, so I'm not. It's too early to have ultimate panic, and there's been a lot, and I'm sure we'll talk about this over the next however many minutes. There's been a lot of dramatic responses to the loss against Crewe, which I think some are just a knock-on impact from last season, unfortunately. But yes, I am. I should say I'm on the website looking to book.
For Camp Concerned.
Yeah.
I think I'm not anywhere near Camp. I've not even looked on the website. You are quite famous for booking early, though, Neil, aren't you? So
I like to be prepared, Daniel.
You having famously booked the Vroom Vroom Vars final hotel, which almost paid off.
That was almost a stroke of genius.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's just get it out of the way, shall we? Should just get the main thing out of the way. Get the thing that we're seeing on all social media and we will be doing for the next week or 2 weeks. I've been WhatsApped about 20 times over the last 24 hours with people laughing at me and the Cobblers and the goalkeeping moment.
It was famously your fault, Daniel.
It was, yeah.
It's right that they're laughing at you.
Yeah, it's everyone's fault. You're probably all the same. Let's talk about it. Let's go straight to it. The Jaecock up, shall we call it? Which probably puts quite a lot on him, which I think is a little bit unfair. But because I think there could have been more collectively to.
I agree. Yeah,
to prevent it from happening. But Jeffy, what did you make of it? Let's just go straight into it. What did you make of the goal itself?
First of all, I think contextually and in isolation, it looks horrendous, right? And every keeper up and down the country that's played in these leagues will have made one of those at some point in their life, right? However, if you put it in the grand scheme of the game, we should have already put Crewe to bed before that happened. So I think when you look at what's happened, I think you have to look at it in isolation. It's a cock-up. There's nothing you can do about it. It's happened. It happens to all keepers at some point in their careers. They're awful. They look awful. They look often worse than they are on TV. But I think the context of the game, we should have been 3-0 up at that point. But because we're not scoring any goals, it feels so much worse. And the second thing is there's 4 defenders. I think Maxwell's the only defender that's screaming at him going, there's somebody behind you.
Yeah. It's gone full on panto, hasn't he?
Yeah. But they all should have been screaming. They should have all been alert. And Chris Hogg said it. They should have been alert. And I totally get that. But it all comes down to the keeper because ultimately he's the one in goal. But that has to be looked at in isolation because it's just a cock-up, right? And look, we could have a different keeper in goal who makes that kind of decision every single week and we get relegated.
Yes, and we have had before.
Exactly. Yeah. So, we haven't seen enough of him.
Jonathan.
Hey, we're not naming names, are they?
We haven't seen enough of him to know whether he's consistent. However, Lincoln seemed to think he was. So you can't judge him on that. But what you can judge is the fact that he's cocked something up, but we should have been way ahead. We should have been 3 goals to the good before that even happens.
It's kind of in the same at the other end of like a Harvey Saunders miss at Leicester, which is we were all talking about a couple of weeks ago. It's kind of the same thing. It's a specialist position, and you've just made a quite monumental error. But it's not like it's one of those that's p-rolled under his body, is it? It's just literally switch off for a second, and the guy's lingered, maybe a bit of shithousery about it, and the fact that he's lingered for too long, and nipped in and popped the ball in. I feel like I hope he'll get over it quite quickly, and I hope our fans will get over it quite quickly because there's always been other comments about him coming and claiming things and things like that. So it feels like we need to just put it to bed really and just get over it because it's just a moment. And that's not. I don't think that's what's cost us the entire game, is it?
No way.
It's the goal that's done it. But
I mean,
there's other things we could have done.
What's cost us the game, Danny?
Well, also missing chances cost us the game in some ways.
But you could argue that missing those chances didn't put us behind. That's the difference. So you're right. Like your comparison of a striker, Harvey Saunders, missing an easy chance, you compared it similar to the mistake from the goalkeeper. The difference is goalkeeper's mistake puts you behind in the game, the striker's mistake leads the score the same.
Yeah, that's true.
So there is a slight difference. Like, I'm not to justify it or anything. And I think ultimately you can dress it up in any way, shape, or form. That is the reason we didn't get a point from the game.
Because I didn't think Crewe were that good either. I don't think they were anything special. And it's just one of those things, again, we're coming home frustrated that we've not got anything from a game that we should have done. And it's that tight margin again, that one thing that's cost them. And I think this is what's kind of eeping into the fan base a little bit. The fact we're only 2 games in and already people are going over the top. It's because of that hangover from last season. As much as Chris Hogg will want to talk about it and put it to bed last season, we just can't until we win, can we? We need to get something.
Even score.
Even score, yeah. I mean, that's exactly the type of thing that needs to happen to us. We need to score a goal like that they scored, so that we've got that winning feeling again. And as it is, everything's heightened still. Everything's still the worst thing in the world. When I don't think it was actually awful, the entire game, the entire performance. I thought we were, again, looking decent in our play. We were looking like we were creating patterns, and we had moments where we had intricate movements. We had Briggs doing well again. Thought Warhurst was a bit more involved than he was before. We were looking all right, and then it's just that one mistake that cost us. It's frustrating.
I think the problem is, isn't it? It's like your point about the missing chances. Whilst that doesn't, like I said, doesn't put you behind in the game or anything, equally it doesn't put you ahead, obviously. And then the pressure is more on to keep a clean sheet. And ultimately, if we take a couple of chances, we're 2 up, and that goal mistake, if that happens, it's 2-1. Maybe they come back with a bit of momentum to 2-2, perhaps. You'd say, you don't know what's going to happen, obviously. But if you're not scoring, then it instantly heightens the importance of keeping a clean sheet. And any little mistake that gets punished, you kind of like, oh, well, that's probably us done for the time being, isn't it? So they need to find a way, or we need to find a way of scoring some goals. I know Jeffy was saying she thought we should have been 3-0 up and stuff. I don't know about that. I thought we were okay. I thought we looked okay in places and stuff. And I've seen that the stat trotted out a couple of times, or we've hit the post twice and stuff. It really hit the post, did we? I don't know, officially we hit the post, but it wasn't like it wasn't close hitting the post, was it? Or am I being miserable?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think it was like dead on hit the post, was it?
It was like out wide, weren't it? I think you're right. I think the general play was okay, and it was quite pretty in places and stuff. But ultimately, the bit that I would like to see, probably a little bit more creativity. I thought we looked a bit better, and this is going to sound crazy, when Elliot List came on, and also the new lad who from Southampton.
He looked good. He looked
like he had something, didn't he? And I think as well, I think Warhurst probably needs a bit of help up there.
Yeah, I think it's exactly that, isn't it? I don't think Connor Evans is the right person to be doing that. It's not his. I wouldn't say it was his position. I don't think when he signed, I don't think it was something where they were like, "Oh, he's a striker." Was it? It was more of he's a midfielder. So he looks like he's kind of just trying to do a job at the moment. I don't know whether any of our new signings are going to try and get closer to him. Like we've signed Nathan Apoku as well, who's been talked about for quite a while. He looks more of a getting behind type forward, though, doesn't he, as well, rather than a target man. I feel like we need a big old lump up there.
Who could
I know who you're talking about.
I love a good big old lump. The best
Big Swede could come back.
Well, he couldn't. Maybe if these rumoured Brazilians come in, maybe the big Swede could come back. Maybe his wages will be all is forgiven. Tom, come on. There's nothing Brazilians like more than a big lump up front, as we all know.
I think the part of the argument, whether it's obviously Tom Eaves or whoever it is or whatever, is probably like
we're going to get absolute pelters on the socials now. Never guess what these lads said. Exclusive. It's all Cobblers to me.
Pretty much all last season. Be like, he didn't offer anything. I think the point is, it's not necessarily Tom Eaves. It's probably some experience and strength and a bit of know-how.
Yes, the know-how's the word, I think, to me. Is the know-how, the experience, the little even if it's someone who's going to win a couple of free kicks by his presence and things like that, just to keep the pressure off the defence a little bit and to maybe work things a bit cleverly. Like if we are going a little bit long sometimes, someone to win the flick on. So there's another plan B. That's what I feel like we're missing. But do you think Chris Hogg's going to dip into the market for someone like that now? Do you think he's done in terms of attacking options? Because we can sit here and we have sat here all we want over the last few seasons and said we need this, this, and this, and it just doesn't materialise how we see it. Jeffy, you were saying. Do you think
I'd be really concerned if we were done in the transfer window now? And it's funny, isn't it? Because actually, I would say if you took the first 90 minutes of our competitive season, I think we look good up until we get to up front positions, right? Mm-hmm. So I feel like the second half, we really lost our way. But in the first 90 minutes of this season, the 90 and then the half of this season. What am I talking about?
Jeffy, are you okay? Is Jeffy okay?
I'm not.
Jeffy's had too much lemonade before we came on.
I am.
Should have been up to the hill.
Essentially, what I'm trying to say is the first half of this game and last week was good, right up until the up front position.
Yeah.
But what I think will be a concern is if that is the trend, because it screams to me like Warhurst is going to fall into that trap that Ethan Wheatley fell into, where there's nothing supporting him there and he's kind of wandering around aimlessly. And that's not a fault on him, and that's not a slight on Wheatley either. And I think that's a big problem. If you don't use and utilise what you've got up front properly, I think you're going to fall into a trap, particularly in League Two. League Two is a very simple league. Kick your way out with a striker. That's it. Yeah, look at Bristol Rovers. I hate using this example, but look at them. It's very, very early on, but if you've got a striker that can put the ball in the back of the net and you can score a lot of goals, you're on the money.
But it's different goals as well, isn't it? It's scoring different kinds of goals. Like it's given. I feel like Warhurst's more of a tap-inner, and that's not a bad thing. Like he's a poacher, he's a fox in the box. You can't leave your fox alone in the box, or else the fox does nothing. Just wanders around. Like you've got to give him something to feed off. Hey, what does it say? Give him a chicken next to him.
I think it's that. I tell you what as well. I think there needs to be an element of protecting Warhurst as well. He's a young lad. He's his first, experience of professional football as such, really, isn't it? So there has to be an element of protection. I've already seen a few wacky comments out there, like we should send him on loan to Brackley or, or whatever. Yeah, St Ives, yeah. And it's come on, give the lad a chance for starters. He does need a bit of help, but they also need to protect him as well.
Yeah, it's basically the only option at the moment up until.
That's what I mean. Yeah, obviously, Apoku's here, so hopefully that will help. I'd be surprised if there's not more movement transfer wise. I suspect there's probably some of it will depend if they can ship anyone out. I'd imagine, especially after last Tuesday's game, I'd imagine there's probably even more so they'd want to get rid of now. But it's not as easy as getting rid of people, is it? It's got to be the right deal. People have got to be willing to pay them, essentially.
Yeah, and that kind of thing goes right up to the end of the window, doesn't it, as well? I get the feeling it might be a quite tight one on deadline day as well, with people going out and coming in. So any of us could need to be going down six wheels with a carrot and seeing what's going on.
I think we are going to rue the mistakes transfer-wise of this time last year and up right through this season. It's going to be felt. I think for those people and those fans that believe that we should be going straight back up, I think that's quite an unrealistic view of what's going to happen. And I think that is a direct result of the nonsense that went on this time last year.
Yeah. But I don't think... sorry, Neil, come on.
I was just going to say, I think you have to, like Chris Hogg himself has said, hasn't he? It's going to take at least 2 transfer windows, if not 3. Like, I think it's unrealistic, I think, as well. Like, and I can't remember who I was talking to this about the other day. Like, it's unrealistic, really, to go from such an awful season last season where we were atrocious, probably the worst team in England, to have the overhaul in the summer, of the management team, B, of pretty much 60% of the squad so far, probably. But also, more importantly, is the style and the ethos. Like, that doesn't happen overnight. You can't. You just can't. Like, I know people will say, "Oh, well, they've had all summer to gel and prepare and stuff." It's not as simple as that.
No.
Like, you have to rewire players' brains almost, which takes time, and it's like some of it's like even a muscle memory thing, where previously they'd have been taught to just lump it somewhere, like play the percentages or whatever. Now they're being taught to think differently. It's like it's not as simple as, like, it has to be given time. Like, I think your point is right, Danny, earlier, that there's enough good stuff there to not be overly concerned. It's just solving the little bits and bobs where putting the ball in the net.
Yeah, and it's not just us either, is it? It's one. I think 8 games have been played by the 4 teams who have come down. There's only been 1 win of those 8 games. So that shows it's not just us that's suffering from it. And we've seen in the past as well, Bristol Rovers struggled last season. Other teams have struggled going straight back down. It's getting that mentality out of the club. And that kind of brings us on to the reactions after the game, I think, as well, because our fan base has had a reaction. Again, Charles was there. He said he struggled with the reactions after the game of Cobblers fans going over the top in terms of shouting and screaming at the players when they came over. To me, I was so shocked that this was sort of things happening after 2 games. We just desperately need a win to stop this, don't we? Because we're in danger now of the fan, because especially away fans who've traditionally been amazing for the Cobblers. We're in danger of every little setback becoming so overreacted to that the players it's going to seep into the players again, which is exactly what happened last season.
I think we're also in danger of crossing a bit of a line. I'm going to say we're, but actually we are as a club in danger of really crossing a line of respect, that invisible line that is held. And do you know what? I have to say, Cobblers fans generally hold that line really, really well. But if you are starting to be quite abusive at full time towards a group of players that weren't responsible for last year, I think that's not okay. And
some of them were, but
yeah, no, but what I'm saying is, if you're aiming any kind of abuse at players at full time, that full stop, that's not okay. But, even more so when you are aiming it at people that weren't even here. And I feel like there is a way to vent your frustration, and it is not to give the players abuse at the end of the game. You can certainly make your feelings clear, but it doesn't have to be abusive. That's a really simple thing. It's a bit like, Neil, I'm going to use your example. I hope you don't mind. You'll boo if you're not happy, right?
Oh, I'll boo.
Exactly.
Neil
right?
boos when they're coming out of the tunnel sometimes.
To be honest, I boo when I'm walking to the ground.
But there's a way of doing it that is not personal and is not abusive. And I feel like we're in a situation at the moment where I think if we feel like that's going to help, it's not going to. We have to put what happened last year behind us and just focus on the here and now. And they don't need that kind of abuse 2 games in. They just don't need it. And it's a really dangerous world to be in where that's happening already. You've got to give these kids a chance. They're just kids. I know we talk about them and we have strong opinions about them, but the vast majority of them are vastly younger than us. They're just kids doing their job.
Speak for yourself, Jeffy. Some of us are still in our youth.
I just didn't see this game as, and I get the kind of the argument of you've travelled, you've taken a day out, you've spent hundreds of pounds to get in, apparently, to Crewe as well. You've taken the time to do that. You're entitled to your opinion, all that kind of normal stuff. But this performance didn't feel like one of them games to me. I don't know what it felt like to you guys, but it didn't feel like the absolute atrocity that some games felt like last season and that deserved a few boos and whatever. I just didn't understand it after this game. Yeah, it's frustrating, and yeah, I'm annoyed as the next person, but I can't see that kind of overreaction from this performance. I can still see what we're trying to do. Yeah, we need to score a goal, but it's going to take them baby steps. I don't know what you guys thought, but I always thought it was way too much for the performance that it was.
And also, again, take away the Jaecock mistake, we come away with a point away from home at Crewe.
Yeah.
That's the crux of it, right? That we would have come away with a point had we have not had that cock up. And that's the simple answer to it is, it's not that big of a deal. It's really not that big.
It's the knock-on impact of last season. Look, we haven't won a game in 12 20 games or whatever. It's just a rollover, isn't it? That's precisely what it is. But I get it. Been out for the day on the beers and stuff. I just think it's not going to help right at the minute. Like, I just don't think. Like, I'm can be pretty vocal myself at times. Christ, you should have heard me during the Gary Johnson era.
We did.
Yeah. But like to your point, Daniel, yeah, like we're 2 games in. Like,
Yeah.
And it wasn't that bad on Saturday. It was a bit boring at times, and I did think it was a little bit slow paced here or there. But equally, there was some stuff that was quite good. Like, it wasn't ever a game where you thought, "God, these lot don't give a crap" or anything like that.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah.
So yeah, I do kind of agree. I don't really understand it. I did find it quite funny. I was reading somewhere that someone after the game was having a pop at someone for clapping the players off. Turned out to be Warhurst's family. They were just clapping Warhurst.
They're just clapping him, yeah.
Yeah.
Not good. Right, let's take a quick break, then we'll come back and talk about potentially some positives, shall we? Come back after these ads.
Before the season even kicks off, soccer fans are already making predictions. Who wins the league? Who qualifies for Europe? And who's lifting the trophy at season's end? On Kalshi, America's #1 prediction market platform, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code CUP26 to get $10 when you trade 10. KALSHI, Kalshi. Trade the beautiful game. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory.
This episode is brought to you by Google Chrome. You think you know a browser, but Gemini and Chrome? That's new. It can help you with practically anything on the web, like restoring a vintage motorcycle from a 50-page restoration blog, or finally break down that long article you've had open for weeks. Gemini and Chrome is here for it. Ready to make anything online make sense? There's no place like Chrome. Check responses, setup required, compatibility and availability varies, 18+.
Welcome back to It's All Cobblers to Me. We're looking back on the Cobblers 0-0. No, we're not. We're talking about the Cobblers 1-0 defeat. I'm just so used to it now. We're talking about the 1-0 defeat. Just giving us a point. 1-0 defeat at Crewe. Is there any positives to take, Jeffy? And what are you going to say? What are they? What were they?
I'm not in camp concerned yet. I'm concerned about the goals, but I'm not in camp concerned yet. There's a lot of good stuff. Yeah. There's a lot of good stuff.
Have you got a rucksack ready at all, or you're not even?
I am always prepared. I'm like, I'm a proper girl guide. I'm always prepared.
I feel like you've got like a backpack in the garage ready to go whenever
I've got a box full of camping stuff ready. It's come straight out every summer.
That's what I thought.
I could see you, Jeffrey, having a wigwam.
A wigwam?
I could see you with a wigwam, Jeffy. Yeah.
I don't.
I'm going to buy you one.
Okay. Will I be cold, though, in a wigwam? That's the question.
No, you'll have your 83 layers on. You'll be fine, mate.
But yeah, no, I think there's a lot of good. I think we played really quite solidly in the first half. It only looked like one team were convincing in the first half, and that was us, really. We pressed forward really well. We weren't clinical enough in the box, but actually everything up to the box was fine. The crossing definitely needs to improve in terms of once we're in the final third, but we are solid in defence. We're moving out of defence, not just lumping it like Neil said earlier. We are using the wings really well. The cross balls, again, good. Might not come to anything, but it's happening, right? What we're not doing is we're not losing possession all the time, and we're finding our own men, which is, again, a positive. It is just that final third, and I feel like it will come, but we do have to give them a chance for them to gel and for it to work. And I think is it Apoku?
Yeah.
Yeah, Apoku's going to be, I think, a good addition. I think it will work. But it's just a case of giving them that 10 games. We need to just give them that 10 games. But if you think about this time last year when we played Wigan, I looked at Sean and went, this team is going to get relegated. Because it was obvious. You could see there was nothing good about what we saw from that performance. There's lots of good things. We are a league lower, which helps. It doesn't mean it's a given. It doesn't mean that we're definitely going to survive. It doesn't mean that we're definitely going to go up. But what it does is give us that little bit more time, and it gives us that little bit of an edge in terms of if we've got some quality players to use them. For example, Fauna, I think, is much better in the position he's playing at the moment. So there's some stuff there that I think can work and can be built on. And I think now is the time just to give them the freedom to do that.
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about Fauna, actually. I quite like what he's doing in there, in the middle of the park.
Me too.
I think sometimes he has started to do a lot more, just do the simple things a little bit better, like the little passes, the smaller passes. He will hang on to it a little bit, and I think it's when the game gets away from him, he starts hanging onto the ball a bit more and trying to influence it himself. But actually, I think he's back in the position that I thought we'd signed him for originally, and I think he's actually doing some pretty good work in there. He's working hard, he's closing down, is a threat. And what do you reckon, Neil? Bit of Ty, happy with Ty at the minute, or
big fan of all ties. So
all Ty, Ty
yeah,
Rack.
yeah, Tyrant, famous. Look, I tell you why he frustrates me is because I think he could be really, really good. That's the frustrating thing. I think he has been better these couple of games so far this season, and I think you're right. I think his position, he's better in this position, and he is definitely keeping it more simple, which is a good thing. But he does frustrate me because I think he could be really good. I don't think he'll. Well, hopefully he does reach those ambitions. I don't know if he will, but I just think like he's got the ability there, and it feels like I think Chris Hogg could probably be quite good for him in terms of coaching.
Yeah.
Which I can't imagine the coaching was that great last season.
You're talking more the individual coaching?
Yes, yeah. So I think Chris Hogg will probably be good for him. I think it'd be great to see him like grab a game by the scruff of the neck.
Just going like a marauding run through the pitch.
I just think he's got that ability, hasn't he? And he's a bit equally, we do want him to go on marauding runs, but also we want him to keep it simple. So
what I mean is more of a direct run rather than a run out to the wing and doing the step over stuff. I want him to get in the middle of the pitch and just go for it and just go hell for leather.
Break into the box.
Go on, get up there, Ty. And maybe like Tariq Fosu did for half an hour against Exeter, but that kind of thing. But
when we all thought he was the world's greatest player.
Yeah.
Never to be seen again.
Yeah, more on that in the mailbag, I think, coming up later in the week. Shall we get to some 3-word reviews?
Yeah.
I think some of these will be very similar. So I'm going to, if I say one and you've said it, then it means it's already been read out because a lot of them are very similar, including Ashley Hardy on the Slack who says Northampton Town 0, which is pretty much... Heidi says long season ahead. Gareth of Gareth and Valerie fame just can't score. That's the Cobblers, not Gareth. Brian Wills, long season ahead. Dave Covington.
Him and Heidi the same.
Yeah. Dave Covington. You'll like this, Jeffy. Jonathan Mitchell II.
Oh, no, I don't like that one. I don't like it because we can't say that after one thing.
Sounds like an NFL player, that does.
It does.
Yeah. Give him a chance. Look, he's not flappy like some have been previously.
He is a bit flappy.
He's a little bit flappy, yeah.
He is a little bit flappy, Jeffy.
Yeah.
I'm not having it. I'm sorry.
Jeffy, he is a little... I will fight you on this. He is a little bit flappy.
I don't think... Ironically, I don't think Jonathan Mitchell was flappy. I don't think you can call him flappy. He just wasn't very good. It's 'cause he didn't put himself in a position where he could be flappy.
No.
What's the opposite of it? I don't know. What could you call it? Floppy.
Title on.
Floppy. Yeah.
Speaking of, Rob Duncan. He's
Mr. Floppy himself.
He says, can't... Oh, here we go. Can't score in a railway. Red card, Rob.
That's a full red card, surely.
Absolutely ridiculous. Neil Jarrett says, a Jaecock up. Oh, Jaecock up as it is, yeah. Liz Duncan says, must do better and we need goals. And hum. Is there. Springy says, what's a goal?
Yeah, we'd love to know.
Good question.
Springy, so that was done that one. Gareth Kingston's back again, no end product. Tom Chiswell, none undefeated. Enjoyed that one. Matthew Crane, big training week. It is a big training week this week. Rob K, a familiar tale. Gary's not happy. He's saying possession-based warfest.
Gary's very angry after Crewe. I've seen a few bits from Gary. He's not having it.
It's kind of how you felt about Spain, isn't he? I think Gary in that respect.
Yeah. To be honest, I do get Gary's point a little bit. It like this the style of play is like it's all very well looking pretty and being nice. If nothing comes of it, it's crap.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? So it has to have that end product, otherwise it's crap.
Yeah. He also comes back with another one, which was probably the 3-word review of the week, saying he's behind you.
Yeah, I like that. That's enjoyable. That's good.
Kieran West, 4 games blanked. Super Cobbler, Sunday League keeping. Brett Nurse has gone all out, Neil. I don't know if you'll enjoy this one. Brett Nurse has gone by November.
Oh.
Which was Wycliffe Jean's not so famous follow-up.
Is he talking about De Zerbi or?
I don't know. I don't know who he's talking about. He's on our Slack, not the Spurs one. So
he's famously a Spurs fan, that Brett Nurse, isn't he? So
he is, yeah. I mean, he likes suffering, doesn't he? So
yeah.
I'd be surprised if he didn't pick up Man United as well along the way. Dan Darwood comes back a little bit more positive. Only 2 games. Melly says tiresome opinions abound.
I wonder what the opinions sound like upside down.
What does Melly sound like upside down? I don't know.
No, what the opinions sound like.
He's not a bat.
Well, he might be.
Melly the bat. He's been called something similar before.
Dare we go on Twitter /X for 3-word reviews? Dare we have a look? Let's have a look. We've probably got loads, haven't we? How many got? 38 we've got. I won't read them all out, but Idris Scott Wade says 3 points incoming. Yeah, it's a bit more positive. Enjoyed that. Kieran Randall's very disappointed point. We didn't get a point. So
that's why he's disappointed.
Yeah. Ultimate shithouse goals, says A. Summers. Neil Graham, no end product. Patrick Payne, it's bleeding obvious.
I will say, Danny, there's a lot of title offs in this week's 3-word review, isn't there?
There's quite a few, yeah. Including Neil Graham, lack of quality.
Yeah.
Yeah. Billsy, still no goals. Simon says schoolboy error. Tim Stibbads, score a goal. Emin Erkan, compare the Meerkats. Just go on. The Meerkat's gone now, isn't it? It was only a week-long reign by the Meerkat up at Crewe. Dave says same old story. Your friend Dave, I think that is, Neil.
I love Dave.
Yeah. Keeley, need to score. Googie says roll on 2027. Yeah, can we just move on to 2027, please? No end product from Bal. Northampton Town 0 from Adam Treen. We can't score from David. The Orton Cobbler, we go again.
No, banned.
No.
Yeah. Lee Wade will come good. Just don't even need. Yeah. Folks says
Lee
same
knows
old.
What he's doing.
Same old SHIT. Rob the Cobb worse than Mitchell. What is this nonsense?
No, I don't like this.
Did anybody live through Jonathan Mitchell and is saying this? This is nonsense.
Even the manager at the time was like, I had a useless keeper.
Shane says, I give up.
Shane's given up.
NTFC Toby says pony, very pony. Yeah. Max Doyle, sack the lot. I mean, I'm not sure that's going to help massively at the minute.
We struggled then, didn't we?
Yeah. Cobblers Coombsy has said predictable extreme overreaction, which, yeah, I think so. We've been talking about. Norfolk Cobbler says could be worse. Still lots of positives. That might be a red card for Norfolk Cobbler there. Still lots so positive. Lotso, one word, lotso, Jeffy.
I think you yellow card it because they're trying to be
yellow
positive.
Card. Yeah. Still lots of positives.
I think yellow card that one. I think we can live with that one, can't we, for the day?
Okay. Rob Duncan's going to be fuming, but
it's his own fault.
It is. Rob Armitage says pantomime season already. Sparhawk won't use subs. Cobblers 64, it's behind you. David Haynes, what a Jaecock up, and non-league football fans, that's a bit ominous, says look behind you.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Trouble.
There we go. I haven't seen a one from our friend Chris to say 18th stays up, but maybe it's just too much at the minute.
It's
Chris,
concerning.
yeah, Chris, get in touch. We miss you, even if it is saying 18th stays up. There we go. That's your any 3-word reviews from you, Neil? Got any of your own?
No, none of
Make
my
one
own.
up?
I don't think been completely. Dave Benson Phillips.
Dave Benson Phillips is a great 3-word review. If ever you're missing one,
If in doubt,
If in doubt, DBP. Sorry,
get the Benson out. If in doubt,
get him out there. Crying out loud. Right, to close off then, NTFC women. This is going to sound very familiar, by the way. Report on today. I went down to the Furnibal, the first home game of the season. Fernie Fields, obviously. We lost 1-0 at home to Sporting Cowser, who Cowser had come down the season before. They've been relegated, so it's always going to be a really tough game. But actually, we matched them really well, if not performed a lot better than them on the day. I thought we were so on top, especially in the first half. Chloe Finn, who Matt Salmons dubbed Finiesta, which I thought was really enjoyable.
Oh, well done,
last
Salmons.
season. Yeah, it was good. So she's back from having a baby this season, and she's slotted right back in and providing a lot of going forward, a real bit of energy going forward, and some great efforts on goal, which we couldn't quite get into the back of that net, as we will keep on saying. And then, of course, Sporting Cowser scored with one of their only real openings of the game. Cross comes in and they've got one in. We did fight hard for an equaliser, a few balls forward, a few chances, just could not get that final ball or that final touch quite right. So again, we're saying the same thing for the women as we are with the men, but lots of positives for the season. We're looking a lot better than we were doing this time last season when it was a little bit chaotic. The managers eventually were changing. There's a good structure there. There's a good pattern of plays and everything going on there. So again, saying very similar things, but that will definitely come good. I'm absolutely positive of it. But that's it for this week. Again, shall we come back next week and see if the Cobblers or Gillingham can score their first goals of the season? That's what we got next week. We've got a preview show coming out on Friday with our friend Matt from Jills in the Blood, which is great to have him back with us. We'll both be sort of wondering where the goal is or what a goal is, because neither side have scored yet. So come back and join us for that. The mailbag will be out as well tomorrow. And that is lots and lots of other stuff coming out on Patreon as well. We'll have a Basement Tales out for you as well. But just search Cobblers to Me in all your apps to find us and to find all of those, and come and join the Patreon as well. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and the Patreon. Thank you, Jeffy.
You're welcome.
Thank
Anytime.
you, Neil Edgerton.
Thank you, Daniel Brothers.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. We'll be back with the mailbag very soon. Goodbye.
See ya.
Way! There's the cup. There's the pictures you'll see on tomorrow's back pages. The Cobblers are going through into Division 1. Bring them on, because we deserve it.
Close your eyes, exhale, feel your body relax, and let go of whatever you're carrying today.
Well, I'm letting go of the worry that I wouldn't get my new contacts in time for this class. I got them delivered free from 1-800-CONTACTS. Oh my gosh, they're so fast.
And breathe.
Oh, sorry. I almost couldn't breathe when I saw the discount they gave me on my first order. Oh, sorry. Namaste.
Visit 1-800-CONTACTS.com today to save on your first order.
1-800-CONTACTS.
Booking.com is the easiest way. From a day surrounded by noise to a stay surrounded by nature. That's nice. Go on, book it. It's easy. Booking.com. Booking.yeah.